Hello there, I'm Daniel Wellard, Breath Behaviour Belief. Right, can you worry yourself to death? A short answer, yes. Generally takes a very long time, but it does happen. Like I see it a lot with patients who are anxious. They tend to do worse in terms of medical intervention. They tend to do worse coming out of operations. They tend to do worse after heart attacks. So this idea of being worried to death is a very real thing. That's why we have the expression. So how does that work? Well, when we worry, when we're anxious, we're perceiving some sort of threat. When we perceive that threat, it flicks us into the sympathetic side of the nervous system, which is the fight and flight, which means we need to take immediate action. This is going to increase blood pressure. This is going to increase heart rate. This is going to shut down blood flow to things like our bowels, things like our digestion, things. That's why we get a dodgy stomach when we're anxious. That's why our stomach churns, because we're literally drawing our resources away from all those functions of daily life to what we need to do. We need to tunnel our vision. We need to increase our heart rate. We need to breathe faster to feed the muscles with the oxygen so we can fight the threat, or so we can get out of the way of the threat. Fight, flight. There's also freeze, play dead basically, and fawn as well. That's another trauma response or anxiety related response. If you are in these states of being for a short time, brilliant. It's what it's designed for. We're not saying that these feelings are wrong or these feelings shouldn't exist. They should. They serve a purpose. That purpose is to get us out of trouble, to get us to do what we need to do so that we can go and feel safe and chill out again. The issue arises when we're perpetually stuck in that state, and that can be because of repetitive thoughts, that can be because of unresolved traumas from the past, that can be because of a whole host of different things. But if you resolve it and you can train yourself to get back into the parasympathetic nervous system at will, so you can spend most of your time in kind of rest, digest, there's no threat, I'm digesting my food well, my immune system can then flourish, because you don't need your immune system if you're running away from a tiger. You don't need your immune system if you're diving out of the way of an oncoming lorry. That's what your sympathetic nervous system is for. It's for getting out of trouble and diving around for short bursts, short periods of time. Now, I'm simplifying this massively, but that's basically a good way to look at it. Like I say, the problem arises when you get stuck in that modality, when you can't flick into rest and digest, when there's no physical threat, when there's no lorry heading your way. You can just chill, and then in that space you can digest your food. In that space your immune system can flourish and can begin to heal your body. Your wounds can heal, the inflammation can go down, all the biochemical hormones can settle down. You can feel better, your health will improve, and you'll be able to live hopefully a long, healthy, happy life, with the emphasis being on health and being able to heal. So yeah, you can worry yourself to death. You don't have to. Get in touch. We can work on what's triggering that, and we can resolve it for you, or help you resolve it yourself, give you control so that you can choose what side of the nervous system you want to be in at the appropriate time. Take care. Bye.